Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about why it's important to put your property in an LLC and how to go about doing that. Hey, this is Sam Malai, and I'm a business lawyer for entrepreneurs, and I help entrepreneurs start and grow their business. So a question that I get all the time from investors and for people who buy property is, should I put it into an LLC? The answer is a very clear yes. You should definitely form and put the property in an LLC if you just bought property. So this could be rental property or residential, commercial, doesn't matter what it is. You want to form and put your property in that LLC. So first, let's answer why you want to do this. So first is you want to be able to separate that property from you yourself. So let's just say you have a personal bank account and you have property. And if something happens to that property, let's just say you have a rental property, and let's just say something happens to your tenant, and your tenant sues you. If you don't have an LLC, then you're yourself personally liable for that lawsuit. So let's just say whatever you have in your personal checking account, that will be pretty much placed. There will be a lien placed on it, and that personal checking account that you have will be at risk for that lawsuit. Instead, if you have an LLC for your property, and if your tenant files a lawsuit against you, then only that property will be liable. So by creating a entity such as an LLC for your property, you're separating and dividing that property to be on its own, so that if something happens to it, then it would be considered its own entity and it wouldn't affect you personally. So the answer is, if you have property, you should definitely consider forming an LLC for that property. This is usually the case for most successful entrepreneurs who have property. Make sure to definitely do this. The other question that I get is, do I need different LLCs for different properties that I have? So essentially, if the properties are valuable to you and they're significant, where they're significantly valuable to you, then yes, you should have different LLCs for each property. If you don't do that, then each property could be responsible for the other property. So let's just say if you just have one LLC for two different properties and one tenant sues you for one of the properties, then the other property can also be liable. So what you want to do is create separate entities for each of those properties. The other thing you need to be mindful of is you need to make sure that you're complying with all the legal requirements of an LLC in order to get the benefits of an LLC. So first is you want to make sure your operating agreement is drafted properly to make sure that it includes the property in there. So you should, if you don't know how to do this, you should definitely get a business lawyer or talk to somebody, a legal professional who can do this for you. The other thing is you want to make sure you're also complying with any deeds. If you have to transfer any deeds over, if there's any filings I need to do with the county, to make sure that the county knows which entity owns the property. So the final answer is you should create a distinct LLCs for each property. Definitely don't be left without this. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them away down below. I'll be able to answer them personally myself. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. And if you have any other questions, let me know. Looking forward to talking to you soon.